Don't ride in the back, jump in the front seat. By the end of the night, she gonna love me.
Thank you to Trey Mosley for the introduction. We are indeed excited to welcome you to another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. Here's Harrison Butker out there to get this thing started. And off we go from Houston. Here comes a return from the end zone. He'll come across the 20 and taken down at the 21-yard line. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10. Now the first carry for King Henry. And they'll finally track him down as he takes it up to the 45-yard line. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. And he can't hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. What a good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's always a risky decision anytime a quarterback tries to force the ball, especially into those tightly contested areas. Not a lot of daylight, not a lot of room for error. In this case, it just falls simply as an incomplete. But as this game unfolds, better decisions are going to lead to better results.
And they'll move this one down inside the 40-yard line.
Let's give some love to the big guys up front here, Mike. The offensive line is looking good here early to start the game. A couple nice big explosive runs. Expect them to continue to lean on the big guys up front as the rest of this game unfolds.
On 1st down, they'll stay on the ground with Henry. He'll move it ahead for about 3 yards. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. Second and 7. From the gun, Richardson. This one is complete. It's Pickens. And he'll be taken down at the 25-yard line. Oh, he's hit behind the line, and the ball is out. It's picked up by one of his teammates. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. Now the Chargers will use the first of their timeouts. So they go backwards on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 13. They'll work straight ahead with Henry. And he'll get back maybe to the line of scrimmage, but probably going to be a loss of a yard here. Out of the shotgun, Richardson. This one complete to Oliver. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down.
When you're willing to throw the ball short of the sticks on 3rd down, you know what that tells me, Mike? The decision to go for it on 4th down has already been made. If you're able to pick it up with yards after the catch, great. But if not, it's a 4th and short, and you give yourself a realistic shot of converting on this 4th down.
What a call on this opening drive. They're going to go for it on 4th down. In motion, that's the tight end, Granson. They'll go. Richardson. He's got the first down and more than that. He is in. Touchdown, L.A. Touchdown number 9 for the year. A terrific way to start this one. Not only a touchdown, but a nice long march down the field. Makes it a long walk back to the bench for the defense.
Mike, that's about as good as you can imagine starting a game offensively. To be able to sustain that many plays and be able to cap it off with a touchdown, that is a dream start for this offense.
Seven 7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. And no chance to return this one through the end zone for a touchback. Here's 1st and 10. It's the first run of the game for Bijan Robinson. A modest gain, maybe 2 yards. It's 2nd down. Another run here for Robinson. And the defense there to meet him. They'll hold him to 2 and bring up 3rd down.
down, 49 Rita. Like 54. On.
Out of the shotgun, Levis. He'll let this one rip, looking for Watson. That is hot. What a connection.
All right.
Inside the 5-yard line.
If you want to score points at a high level in the NFL, you have to generate explosive plays. And after that big chunk pass play, they find themselves now down there in the red zone. And this is where you have to finish drives.
This opening drive, it has been a work of art. Now, can they put the finishing touches on? It's 1st and goal. That play may have taken a little bit too long to develop. It's no gain. He's back at the 4-yard line.
Coming off that edge, Mike, you have to quickly determine, is this a pass or is it a run? And once he realized it was a run, he's able to shed his blocker, make the play, no gain.
Line of scrimmage remains the 4-yard line. It's 2nd and goal. Njoku, the tight end, is the one in motion. On 2nd down, left to the end zone. It's intercepted. That's the linebacker, Devin White. And the Chargers are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line.
I'm not going to sit here, Mike, and say there's ever a good time to throw a red zone interception. But in this case, it's the first half. You have the rest of the game to get yourself back down here in the red zone and make up for that miscue. Because next time they get down here, they got to be a lot more careful when they decide to air it out.
On 1st down, it's Richardson. That one a bit high, but it's complete.
Certainly not the biggest play of the day, but a good example of picking up positive yardage, staying ahead of the chains by a well-timed ball and a well-timed route.
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Now it's Richardson. He'll keep it. And he will be out of bounds on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter.
Chargers 7, Lumberjacks nothing.
A fresh set of downs to work with. It is 1st down and 10. On the handoff, it's Henry. And he'll only be able to muster a couple of yards. There to make the stop, the All-Pro T.J. Watt. On 2nd down, Richardson. He finds Darnell Mooney for the catch. And they'll mark him down just shy of the 40. So from the 39, they come up on 1st and 10. Here's Henry. And he'll get to the 40 on a short gain. Here's a 2nd and 9. Going to go right back to Henry. And he tries to get back to the line of scrimmage, but will not happen here. I think he's going to lose a yard.
The speed and the get-off by the big interior defensive tackle, Mike. I mean, he got through there so fast, he almost took the handoff himself.
It is 3rd and 10. Throwing is Richardson. That's caught by Bourne. Richardson to throw here on 1st and 10. He's going to keep it himself.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up the short gain.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. He'll look underneath for Henry. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. From the gun on 3rd down, Richardson. And this is going to be incomplete.
Bullshit.
Great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a 4th down.
So they decide to be aggressive there on 3rd down, Mike. Now the question is, do they maintain that aggressive style on 4th down, or do they decide to punt? It's going to be a really interesting play call here as it brings up 4th and short.
They'll go with the sneak. And he's going to have the Chargers 1st down. They managed to convert. That'll keep the drive alive.
Pretty simple here, Mike. Every team, they have this sheet up in the box. It's their own analytics telling them when to go for it, when not to go for it. And in this spot, their metrics say go for it, sneaks the call, 1st down.
From the 39, here's a 1st and 10. Richardson operating from the pistol. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away, and that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
try again. It's 2nd and 10. The motion man here is Bourne. This is Henry. And he'll be taken down as we tick down to the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes remaining. First half in a 7-0 game. Greg and I back from Houston in a moment. Here's a 3rd down and 4. Tight end motioning left. On 3rd down, here's a run by Henry. And it looks like he's going to have that 1st down. He will, not by a whole lot, but he's got it enough. They convert on 3rd down.
In real time from up here, Mike, I couldn't tell whether or not he got it at first glance, but I think after seeing the replays we have up here, it looked like he and his blockers got just enough, and they're going to be able to keep this drive alive.
Set to go now on 1st and 10. He'll go again here with Henry. He'll work his way forward for about 3 yards. It is Logan Wilson up to make the play. They face 2nd down and 7. On the give, here's Henry. He'll be stacked up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. Throwing, Richardson. And on 3rd down, that ball...
Throughout this entire game, we've really seen this quarterback operate very efficiently, not only being able to spread the ball to multiple playmakers, Mike, but really complete a high percentage of his passes. So can't let that last incomplete break what's been a really nice rhythm so far. And this is what you want. I mean, you clearly have the advantage, but you want to continue to apply pressure. Can you score every time you get the ball? They're able to do that here. They tack on 3 and extend their lead.
On the return, it is Trey Tucker. And he is stopped at the 25. The drive will begin there.
Like 54.
On 1st down, Levis. To the left side, he's got Njoku. And he is out of bounds on the other side of midfield. It's a gain there of 26 yards.
23 window. Like 0. Mayday.
The man in motion is Watson. Levis to throw it here on 1st down. He'll take a shot here for the end zone. That one pinballs around, but it is incomplete. Christian Watson, the intended receiver. And it'll bring up 2nd down.
I could sit up here all day, Mike, and we could talk about the missed throw, but I think a lot of the credit has to go to the pass defense. Not only did they do a good job making it difficult for them to complete the pass, but I think they saved the touchdown along the way.
They'll try again here. 2nd and 10. And here's Bijan. He'll get about 3, and that's going to lead to 3rd down. Here's 3rd and 7.
Here we go. Tonight.
From the gun, it's Levis. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he's going to have a 1st down here as they are into field goal range at the 27.
Third downs, Mike, those are quarterback downs. Those are the downs where you tend to find yourself in a must-pass situation, and that's where the top guys in the league are still capable of overcoming it. So throw the ball downfield, be accurate with the ball. Winning on third downs, that is a recipe for success.
So they come to the line for first down and 10. Levis to throw. That is caught. And he won't quite make it to the pylon, but he's out of bounds right around the 1-yard line. Here's a timeout, Houston. That's their second. It's a gain of 26, and it'll set up first and goal. They'll run the sneak. Looking for that crease inside, and that did not break the play. No doubt about it. They are going to mark him short. Harrison Butker on now for the field goal. This about as short as you can get. Butker's kick is good. So we hit halftime, and the visiting Chargers are on top. We'll head over to Orlando. Standing by there, Jonathan Coachman. He has the EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Coach, thank you. Both teams trying to find the right formula to come out on top in this second half. Coming up. Pretty interesting first half. We'll see if any strategy changes for the next 30 minutes or more as this second half gets underway. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Robinson. And he'll work forward for about 3. It's second down. They'll go again with Robinson. And nothing on that one. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that is it.
What makes great linebackers stand out from the pack is their instincts and their vision. In this case, the linebacker has his keys, brings him right where the ball is going, and he's able to make a play at the point of attack and keep this to a no gain.
What can they do here on third down and 7?
29's down, 22 Rita.
Throwing is Levis. Oh, and that throw not able to be pulled in. It's incomplete. Looked like he may have got a little ahead of himself there. And it's going to bring up fourth down.
This offense has to find a way to be better on first and second down, Mike. Living in these third and long situations, must pass, is not a recipe that their offensive coordinator wants to operate in.
Mike 13, Mike 13. Hand up.
They'll go. Here's Levis. He brings it in, the tight end, Njoku. 24-yard pickup as they convert on fourth down.
We spent so much time talking about arm strength, and while that certainly has a place in the conversation, Look at the touch of this ball, Mike. It's a deep corner route. This ball needs to have the right pace, the right trajectory to not only get it over the second-level defenders, but get that ball down into the hands of his target. He makes it look a lot easier than it actually is.
Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down.
It's not just the blockers creating yards for him out there. He created most of that yardage on his own, shrugging off the initial tackle attempt and continuing to rumble downfield.
54, Mike 54. Tight.
Levis to throw on 1st and 10. Toward the middle of the field that time, but incomplete.
Up until that incompletion, they've done a really nice job on this drive, Mike, picking up fresh sets of downs. And typically, throwing the ball on 1st down is a great way to do it. But now they find themselves in 2nd and 10. Do you keep it in the air and try to get the 1st down here? Or is the idea to just make 3rd down manageable and take your chances picking up a key 3rd down?
And he'll bring this inside the 30. A gain of about 4. They need to get to the 22, but now face 3rd down.
Like 90.
The man in motion is Watson. From the gun on 3rd down, here's Levis. That's the one thing they couldn't have there, the sack that might take them out of field goal range.
Sometimes you just have to know when the play is over and live to play another down. He has pressure coming right at him, and instead of just throwing the ball away, he tries to escape, he tries to get creative, and he ends up losing a lot more yards than he should have.
He is 2 for 2. That kick is good. And the Lumberjacks cut the lead to 4. It's 10-6.
And I can tell you firsthand, Mike, when you find yourself trailing in a game, you don't feel very good about coming away with field goals. But in this case, it does get them a little bit closer and cut into this deficit.
After the made field goal, Butker back on the field to send this one away. This one will be taken in the end zone. No run back forthcoming. And the ball coming out to the 30-yard line. First and 10. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. He'll let this go for Pickens. And that is incomplete. He was looking for George Pickens there. It's 2nd down.
So on a day where he's completed, give or take half of his passes, Mike, you have to imagine there's a handful of throws he'd like to have back, and I think that last one falls in that category. But the biggest thing, and most fortunately for them, they find themselves with a lead despite a bit of an up-and-down performance out of their quarterback.
And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He decides to go with this safe throw and throws it well short of the sticks. And at this level, Mike, you just can't miss layups like that.
They'll run out of the gun with Henry. And he'll get this forward to about the 33. The punter remains on the sideline. They're going to line up and go for it on 4th down. They will indeed go as they look to throw. That's going to be caught. He's going to be taken down, but there's a late flag in the backfield that might give him 15 more yards. Richardson to throw it here on first down.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. Little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
And that's going to be
Good catch.
Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing third down.
Timing and trust. Critical elements of this quick passing game. If your target and the quarterback are not on the same page, it winds up being an incompletion and a wasted down.
They'll come up to 3rd and 3. From the gun, Richardson. He's got his man, right side, it's complete. On 1st and 10, here's Richardson. And that one is complete along the boundary. Good job of getting those feet in bounds.
The best guys I've been around, Mike, they have a sense where they can see the ball, but they can feel the sideline. And that's kind of an innate sense that these guys have that allows them to concentrate and secure the catch and ensuring that both feet remain in bounds.
Here's a 2nd and 6. They'll run. It's Henry. And he's close to the first down. Gets 4 yards on the gain, but it will bring up 3rd down. They'll look to pick this up. 3rd and a yard. Now a give, but here comes a reverse. About 19 yards on that one. They're in business. It's 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Richardson. He pulls it in around the 5. And he's in. Touchdown Chargers. On comes Joshua Carty for the extra point. His kick is good. And the Chargers are able to extend the lead. It's now 17-6. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. The return team going to let that one go. It'll go through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
Here we go.
The drive will begin here with a run by Robinson. He'll work forward for a couple. Devin White, that time on the stop. So we are through 3. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Second down and 8.
Diamond.
Out of the shotgun, Levis. That's over the middle and intercepted. That's the linebacker, Fred Warner.
And at this point in the game, Mike, we all know one play can be the difference between winning and losing. And now after that poor throw, we'll see, can they capitalize on this extra possession that they just stole?
They'll start this one with a 3 tight end look.
Let's go now. Go.
On first down, it's Richardson. A very quick throw there, but not on the same page with his target. That's incomplete.
You know, there's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
Here we go.
Throwing on second down, Richardson. That's complete, left side to Pickens. And they will take him down at the 20-yard line.
An interesting decision there by the play caller to put this ball in the air. Mike, you're up by 2 scores. Traditional wisdom says, hey, we're up by 2 scores late in the fourth quarter. We've got to keep this clock moving. You don't want to risk an incompletion. Now, they convert. They're able to secure the catch and pick up a fresh set of downs. That's going to enable them to continue to burn more clock. And without a stop, their opponent's not going to get the ball back.
A pass pulled in by Henry. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up. They try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Out of a shotgun, Richardson. And he will wisely just get rid of this one and set up 2nd and goal.
Here's the quarterback doing everything in his power to extend this play, and none of his guys could get open. You got to see someone separate, work with your quarterback, go into scramble second reaction mode, and let's also give some credit to the back end doing a nice job plastering with their assignment, and he had no choice but to throw it away.
A 2nd down throw for Richardson. And that's going to be incomplete. Coverage was good that time. The contact jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
He's got to find a way to hold on to that one. I mean, you're right on the doorstep of the end zone. And listen, I understand that hit is coming. But guess what? That hit's coming whether you catch it or not. And you get paid to make the difficult catches. And I would classify that one as tough, but you got to make that catch. Give your team a chance to come away with this drive with some points.
Good job so far by the defense protecting the short field. Now it's 3rd and goal. Into the hands of Pickens. And he'll get this only down to the 6-yard line. So for the moment, the defense with the stop as we get to 4th down. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Greg, that's one of those scores where it's not completely over, but it's getting to be about that time.
Yeah, Mike, I just think they're entering miracle stage right now, and I just don't think there's any coming back from this deficit.
The kick is good. Makes the score Chargers 24, Lumberjacks 6.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. To return is Tucker. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25. So here's a 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 24.
Right 13.
Levis. A hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete. Trying to set up that screen, but the rush got there too quickly.
Well, it's pretty clear the main reason why they find themselves trailing in this game, Mike, has really just been the inefficiency of this offense and primarily out of the quarterback position. I mean, to complete less than half of your pass attempts, it just makes it very hard to compete at a high level consistently in the NFL, and they want to find them.
Robinson hit. He's lost the ball.
User. Whoa.
To the fundamentals of how they're taught to carry the ball, and they talk about the points of pressure, and the biggest thing really is you want the front tip of the ball, the part where your fingers cover, to always be higher than the back tip of the ball. So often you see that front tip go down, and it makes it so much easier for that defender to kind of rake it out. So you want pressure against the outside of the ball, both tips, the inside of the ball, and then keep that front point up.
On the ground, here's Henry. He'll struggle to get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe he gets a yard out of that one. It's second down. They'll run it with Henry. Taking on defenders, plowing forward. A pickup of 5.
This just shows why you can't count on just one guy to take him down. He's a powerful enough runner. You gotta have guys coming in support when that first hit is made. It takes a team effort to stop him, especially once he gets going.
Here's a 3rd down and 4.
Let's go.
On the option, they give it to Henry. And the Chargers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Richardson. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
They got there in a hurry, didn't they, Mike? I mean, luckily for him, he saw that free rusher coming, and at the very least was able to get that ball out to prevent the sack.
On 2nd down, Richardson. And that's
Belle catch. Yo, je date dessus depuis tant.
Jarring the ball loose and forcing 3rd down.
Doesn't get much better than that. Had he gotten there just a little bit earlier, he probably draws the flag a little late, and it's probably a touchdown.
Depuis tantôt, là.
Two incomplete passes now lead to this 3rd down and goal. Oh, maybe a free play as he'll look to throw it. That's brought in right side by Pickens. Big play coming up, 3rd and goal. Throwing, Richardson. That is caught to the goal line and in. George Pickens. Touchdown, LA. Party now to add the extra point. The kick is good. And the Chargers will open it up even further here in this 4th quarter. Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he decides not to bring it out. So they'll take over at the 30-yard line. Here's 1st and 10.
Here's down, 90 down, 49. Mike 5-4. Odd, Mike 5.
From the gun, it's Levis. Looking middle there, but it's incomplete.
This is one of those situations that plays directly into the hands of the defense because think, Mike, they know this offense has to be one-dimensional. This has to be a pass. So what do? They bring in extra defensive backs. They clog up the back end. And at the end of the day, there's just nowhere for the offense to go with the ball.
A shotgun snap, and they'll give it to Robinson. And he's going to be brought down up past the 45. It's a 3 tight end look as they have it 1st and 10.
Mike 49.
Here's Levis. He'll take a shot for Watson. That ball flutters to the ground. It's incomplete. Unfortunate there wasn't a defender right there in the area. Could have been a turnover. Instead, it brings up 2nd down.
Can't exactly put my finger on it, but it just seems like this entire game, like this passing game and this quarterback specifically, they've just been off. And whether it's missing these big shots downfield like he did there or just simple underneath layups, there's just something about him today that doesn't look right. And I think it's a big part of the reason they find themselves trailing here in the 4th quarter.
Finding space inside the 40. And they're going to move this ball inside the 25-yard line.
Mike 5-4. Mike 5-4.
The man in motion is Watson. On 1st and 10, here's Levis. That is going to be hauled in. He's got it. Christian Watson. Touchdown, Houston. Harrison Butker now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Lumberjacks are able to cut into the deficit.
Lumberjacks 13. Harrison Butker set to kick off.
So now it's Butker following the touchdown to send this one away. This one is fielded in the end zone, but he will not bring it out. It's touchback, and this drive will begin at the 30-yard line. They'll come up here, 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Now Richardson. Nowhere to go. He is taken down. Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. Under pressure, he's going to go down again. They've sacked him for a 2nd consecutive time.
Defense came out in a soft zone, and I think it caught the quarterback a little off guard. He was trying to attack them downfield. By the time he was able to get through his progression to his check down, he ran out of time, and that's all the pass rush needed to get into the backfield and bring him down.
They'll work straight ahead with Henry. Pretty good effort on that one. It will not be enough. It's going to bring up 4th down. Throwing is Richardson. That's caught by Bourne. And he's going to have the Chargers 1st down. That'll be a gain of 15 on 4th down.
Some teams just have a stronger appetite for being willing to go for 4th down tries, even on their side of the field, Mike, and we're seeing it so much more often. The days of just punting the ball back and forth and saying, hey, we're going to play good defense. Remember, the better your defense, that doesn't mean you should punt. The better your defense, the more chances you should take on offense.
On the move, past the 40. And he's going to be taken down. The Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. They stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. First and 10 now from the 36. They'll go play action. It's Richardson. That's deep for the back of the end zone.
I can tell you from firsthand experience, Mike, that is a lonely and long jog back to the huddle. I mean, you're an inch away from being the hero with a deep touchdown. Instead, you let it go through your fingertips, and you got to come back to the huddle and try again.
We'll try again. It's second and 10. Out of the gun, here's a give to Henry. And it'll be a pickup of 3. So third down, forthcoming. So it's a win for the visiting Chargers. And that's now 4 victories in a row as they continue to play as well as anyone in the NFL.
How you gonna try to beat